Yeah, hey gentlemen, they got a soothing sounds from me, a beautiful soothing sounds. I got a video from this guy, mate, he's out there. Like a real man, in the name of conservation searching. Yes, I can already tell that. I've seen many videos from this guy, mate. It reminds me of my grandpa, mate. Grandpa Bushtick, he never give up, I can tell you that. No matter what, he never ever give up, mate. I can tell you, you can even ask our grandma Bushtick. But she's dead too. So you have to take my word for that. This guy, he's out there, look at that. Not a turtle track. Look like a pushback to me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But what I can tell you is, even Grandpa Bushtick, mate, he was quite handy. Good with his hands, mate, in many ways. Grandma Bushtick told me that. But I can tell you that he once inhaled a nail, mate, and he was holding that between his lips, doing a DIY at home for Grandma Bushtick to stimulate her for him to do these things around the house like a man. But he was holding that nail between his lips, mate, and inhaled that. I can tell you. He told me that was quite painful for him because he had to have his ribs broken, mate. I can tell you, he had to have them broken for the lung surgery, mate, to remove it. They had to stay in hospital, mate, for many weeks away from Grandma Bushtick. He said it was worth it, mate. It was worth it for him. Because Grandma Bushtick was very unpleasant. I can't tell you that. But what we got here is baby sea turtles. Yes, inside they are at a crab. At a crab eating all the little baby sea turtles. I can tell you, not able to survive down there. The crab eat them. Yes. A reclusive crab too. It's some kind of recluse maybe. I'm not sure, but it's hiding. Yes. Oh, look at that. That's important too. That's important too for conservation, mate. Little baby sea turtles in there, safe from predator, I can tell you. Important for them to be there. No, but I can tell you too, Grandma Bushtick, mate, she had the three brothers, mate. Okay? And it reminds me of that, quite frankly, I can tell you. They were inside of their house like this, reclusives, mate. They were, I want to say reclusive, but also recluses. Very recluses too, mate. Okay? And I can tell you that the house, mate, it was so full of junk. I can tell you that even when one of them died, mate, it took like police and this workmen, mate. They cleared rubbish for 3 weeks, mate, and before they even found the other two brothers, they were dead too, under the rubbish, mate. But Grandpa Bushtick said that emotionally scarred Grandma Bushtick. She never quite recovered from that. And she was quite a recluse too, I can tell you, stuck to the lounge. Grandpa Bushtick tried to pry her away, but impossible for that. She fused to the lounge. It only make Grandpa Bushtick aroused, I can tell you, aroused in many ways. But he had bad lungs, inhaling nails and such, I can tell you. Very handy, but very handy. Mate, I can see that too, that ocean rubbish, mate. Okay, that's not good. Not good for a little baby sea turtle or even a big sea turtle. Eat it, and then they get a floating syndrome, mate. Okay, they have to float and they cannot eat. They have to wait, mate, to get eaten by a tiger shark. I can tell you. Of course, you didn't pick that up, mate, like a wildfire. And then the tiger shark eat the people. Yes. Look at that American surfer, mate. Okay, I can tell you, she had her left arm bitten off, mate, by the tiger shark, but just went back to surfing 10 weeks later, mate, like a real man. Okay? But if you just pick the rubbish up, mate, then we can prevent these things. I can tell you. We can prevent them, you and me, and even this guy too. He's a wildfire. He's out there. He's out there, mate. He's probably not even got that much gas in his stools, mate. Okay? Grandma Bushtick had lots of gas in her, mate. I can tell you. Grandpa Bushtick, he told me that. He also told me that a stool that floats and won't flush away is full of gas, mate. Okay? I can tell you. That's a scientific fact, mate. Okay? Grandpa Bushtick teach me about that. I look at that at a baby sea turtle, at a nest, maybe dead sea turtle too. Okay? They get like a dried up in the sun, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. A dehydrated little baby sea turtle. Nobody protected that. I'm not sure about that. Maybe you can tell me. Mate, I can even tell you that Grandma Bushtick, mate, she had a guinea worm, mate. I can tell you. She catch it from drinking infected water, mate, in the tropics. Okay? Between 1 and 2 years after her infection, mate, a spaghetti like a worm, up to 100 centimeters, it popped out of a blister in her foot. I can tell you. Because Grandpa Bushtick, he told me that. It was horrifying to him. His woman was full of worms. I said, Grandpa Bushtick, is it true? He said, yes. Is your grandma got a guinea worm? I said, oh no, mate, that's not good. Because I've been drinking the same water, mate. Mate, even that number one reason, mate, I got to look out for Stella. Stella, my new woman, mate. Okay, and I got to make sure she not to get a guinea worm. Okay? I gotta tell Stella that, mate. I not want a guinea worm inside of you, okay? Squatting is the best position, mate, for the body to be in when it's passing a stool. I tell Stella that, okay? She like to hear these things. Education, mate. Sometimes too, I tell Stella, mate, because she's been holding her farts in away from me, mate. She knows that about me. I not want to be around the farter. My grandma Bushtick was a farter, and it only upset my grandma and grandpa, both of them. It upset both of them, I can tell you that. But I tell Stella too, don't hold your farts in, mate. Okay? 1 day's worth of your farts, mate, is enough to blow up a small balloon. Okay? Wake up to yourself, Stella, and let them farts out, mate. Okay? It's nothing to be ashamed of. But that's a beautiful sea turtle. That has a beautiful sea turtle tracks. A mother sea turtle. She come along and lay the eggs. I can see that. I can see that in the name of conservation, mate. That a thing of beauty. A beautiful rare sea turtle. A big one, yeah? That a big one. I can see that. I trained myself to know these things. Things of beauty. I like Stella. I tell her, you're a thing of beauty, Stella. Okay, I need to appreciate you. It's okay for you to let out your fast, mate. You not have to hold them in. And that was, if you had too much bubble gum, it forced that. It forced that like Grandma Bushtick. She was unable to pass wind. And when she did pass wind, it sounded quite upsetting and smelled upsetting too. But I not want that for Stella. Or maybe for Sheila. She's with Commando. Okay, I can tell her she can eat all the bubble gum she wants, mate. But not Stella. Don't swallow it, Stella. Okay, spit that out, mate. Okay? Because Stella needs to know about these things, mate. I can tell you that. I educate her with such things, mate. I'd also like to tell Stella about her family history, mate. I can tell you. Not only about Grandma Bushtick, but also Grandpa Bushtick, mate. He was quite a... he lived a life, I can tell you that. Grandpa Bushtick, he even once criticized the Prime Minister, mate, during a routine police check. But he was told to show more respect, mate. But he just replied with a loud fart and was promptly arrested, mate. Okay? He liked to tell that story, mate. But he also liked to tell other stories, mate, about many important things in his life, mate. I can remember that he even have like a medicine for toothache. It was to hammer a nail into the tooth and then stick the nail into a tree to transfer the pain. It was important to him and seemed to work, mate. But I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure because Grandpa Bushtick was heavily unstable. I can tell you that. Grandma Bushtick, she told me. The man was sick, okay? He was a sick man. It was not common to do these things and have a wolf girl as a mistress. I can tell you, Grandma Bushtick, she started as Grandpa's mistress, but she had a werewolf syndrome, and he was attracted to that. He left his wife and family for her, and his fetishes for such hairy creatures. I can tell you. But these guys are not sure. He look stable-minded, maybe. I'm not sure. But he's surveying the area. I can see that. In the name of conservation, waiting. Yes. Waiting for maybe great things to do. I can see him too. He's often make an appearance in this video. I can see that. I pretended not to notice him, but I did. He's a beautiful man. Yes, I like to get stimulated. I like to get stimulated to this. I look at him. Yes, I like my father. My father was a very stimulating man. I'll be Mankles, mate. He stimulated my mother. The abundance. Yes. I got hot pants. I cut off the blood circulation. Gee, I can't tell you. But these guys are out there, waiting maybe to save, looking for things to save, creatures, animals, I can tell you, little baby sea turtles. But he maybe not even thinking about his grandpa, but I am. My grandpa was very deranged. Mate, this whole video, mate, it reminded me of this two inventors, mate, you know, that invented that fat-powered toy as a fat-powered rocket. This was like that.